Hello, Facebook fans and YouTube fans of DX Engineering. It's Tuesday afternoon here in the Eastern Time Zone of the USA. It's time for Tuesdays with Tim and Jeff. Today is June 22nd, 2021, and it's 1716 Zulu. We have a special guest on today with us. It's Liam, KE8SDY. Hello, Liam.
Hello.
Liam, you just got your license here not too long ago. When did you get your technician license?
I believe. Well, I passed the exam. I believe May 2nd of this year, and then it took a while for them to process it, and I got it about 3 weeks later. It was finally in the system after that.
That's great. And you got your call sign KE8SDY, and you attended a STEM camp here a few weeks ago where it was about satellites and shortwave radio. Tell everybody what you did.
Well, we were all given these Bofang UV5Rs, and we did some stuff with that. We listened to repeaters, and actually we were able to build antennas that we could connect to them, and we were able to listen to different satellites. I thought that was really cool. And then they also gave us a shortwave radio receiver to listen to, and that was actually where I learned about FT8, the code that Dr. Reichard showed me, K8KJR.
So you've copied stations on FT8 using the shortwave radio?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we decoded actually a couple countries. Yeah.
That's great. Now, what are you using to decode the FT8?
Well, right now, like, actually, I don't have it set up right now, but I have been using that same receiver somewhere around here, and I've plugged it into my computer, and I have WSJTX, which is a software that is able to decode different things, and I had WSJTX listen to the radio by plugging it in the right way, and I was able to decode things from many different countries. I actually have a notebook with a bunch of countries that I've seen, a bunch of call signs from countries I've seen.
That's great. You were using your phone when we were at the camp, right?
Yes, we were using Dr. Eggert's phone. We weren't able to decode as much, but we were able to get a couple countries. That was, I feel like plugging into a computer is better. But yes, at the camp, we were actually able to just set the phone down next to the radio, and just like that, it was able to listen to it, which I actually found very interesting.
So, Liam, you just graduated from high school, right?
Yes, I did.
And what was your GPA?
I believe it was 4.0 something. I don't remember. Like,
it was over 4.
They're very specific with their things. They go like to smaller decimals. I don't know why. Right. But yes, it was roughly 4.0.
That is excellent. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And I know you were also given some other awards, and you have a scholarship to continue your education in college. And where will you be going?
Well, I will be going to Allegheny College in Meadville, Pennsylvania. I'm very excited for that. I'll be studying environmental science and sustainability, and who knows? Hopefully, I'll be able to continue my hobby with amateur radio there.
So now, speaking of your hobby in amateur radio, I know this summer is going to whiz by, but what do you think about the general license?
Well, I'm actually studying for it right now. I'm hopefully going to be taking it at field day at your station, actually. And unfortunately, I haven't been studying as much as I should. But for the past couple of days, I've been doing pretty well. And
how are you doing on the practice tests?
Practice tests. I haven't taken as many practice. I actually have only studied a couple questions on like ham study. So I haven't really taken a full practice test yet. I do need to get on that though. But I've mostly been following this YouTube channel that has been putting out like this general license course, and that's really been helping a lot.
So have you made other contacts on 2 meters on the local repeaters?
Yes, I have. I have spent most of my time on the repeater W8QLY, which is in Youngstown, and I've only talked to one person on there, but I constantly listen to them. I talked with N5IWJ, I believe was his call sign, and that was really fun. I had a nice conversation with him, and I'm really happy to actually be able to transmit on the repeater now instead of just constantly like listening to it and hoping that one day my license will process. Now it's finally.
Well, when I upgraded from novice to general, it took 12 weeks for it to come in the mail. There was no internet back then.
Yeah.
That was the longest 12 weeks of my life, although my novice license was still good. Yeah, actually, I had to write to a congressman to get the FCC to move along with that. But
wow.
I'm surprised it took a couple of weeks for you, but you've got it now. Hopefully things will work out this Saturday and you'll be a general class license. And tell us about some of the things that you've heard on shortwave. A lot of the viewers here are also shortwave listeners. What have you heard on shortwave?
Well, with those receivers, I've been listening to a bunch of stuff. Really, there's a lot of news broadcasts, quite a bit of religious broadcasts. Actually, I didn't expect that. And then on single sideband, you could find FT8 around. You can find Morse code. We've listened to some Morse code for a while. We did that at the camp as well, and every so often in the evening, you'll be able to hear Alex Jones on a certain frequency, which I thought was pretty funny. But
speaking of Morse code, Liam, do you think you might take a spin at learning the Morse code?
I would love to. I've wanted to get in, like, ever since I started radio stuff. I have really wanted to get into it, but it takes a lot of practice, and I don't know if I'll have like as much time to do it in college. Hopefully I will. Hopefully I'll just be able to make it like a little side thing I can work on. But well, yes, I would love to.
Hopefully there'll be other hams that are students at Allegheny as well, and you'll meet up with them. And so we've got some viewers on here today. We have Tom, Golf 2 Norway Victor, and he comes from England. And he says, "Well done, Liam. Welcome to the world of ham radio." And
thank you so much.
So Adrian from the Netherlands asked, "Did you see the slow scan TV from the International Space Station?"
I did not. I actually did not hear about this until I was going through the amateur radio subreddit on reddit.com, and I found a bunch of people posting their pictures that they received. So I actually didn't even know that was happening. I hadn't been alerted to it yet. So I was a little bummed out that I kind of missed out on that, but I would have loved to.
Yes, and during the STEM camp time, they actually had the amateur radio repeater was running. They weren't running SSTV over the U.S. During that time period, because we did look into that, but we did hear the repeater. You remember that, right, Liam?
Yes, I do remember. Actually, I don't know if we were able to really get a good signal on the ISS specifically, but we did hear from a couple other satellites, and that was really cool. Right.
And so Mohammed is on from Kuwait, and he says, "KE8SDY, welcome to the wonderful world of ham radio." And I hope I hear you on the air one day. Good job, Mr. Tim. And his call sign is 9 Kilo 2 Golf Tango. And I've actually talked to him on 40 meters and 20 meters. He's a really, really nice guy.
Oh, that's really nice.
India Tango 9, India Delta Golf is on, Giuseppe. And Daniel's on, WA4 Mike, Oscar Mike. He says, "Good afternoon, Tim and Liam from Fort Mitchell, Kentucky. My interest in ham radio started in 1973, listening to AM operators on 40 meters on my 1972 Christmas gift, a Drake SW4A receiver. I still have it." Thanks very much, Dan, for sharing. And John is on from South Carolina. He's November Juliet 4 Zulu. And he says, congrats and welcome to Ham Radio. And from Belfast in Ireland, it is, Northern Ireland, Mike India 0 Tango Juliet Mike. And Brian is on. He says, try out 6 meters. If you have the capability, 6 meters has been hopping with activity the last few weeks. And when you're here for field day, Liam, we'll get you set up on 6 meters because FT8 has been booming. As Brian points out, sporadic E is in. In fact, we were able to work into Europe on FT8. And so we've got John is on. And John says, hi, Tim and Liam. Liam, welcome to the magic of amateur radio. You can be anything you want to be in life, and if you give it your best effort. And this is from John, K3STL. We call him the tall guy because he's like 6'5". So he's a real nice guy, and you'll get to meet him one day because he's from Pittsburgh. And Liam, right now it's still the middle of the night in Australia, but we have Victor Kilo 4 Fox Alpha Bravo Quebec. He's on from Oz in Australia. And like I say, it's about 2:30, maybe 3 o'clock in the morning over there. And it's tomorrow morning. It's actually Wednesday morning over there. And we've got Keith and Frank said that away, Liam. Thanks, Keith.
That's my dad, actually.
Oh.
And that's my stepdad right there. Frank Juan is also my stepdad.
All right, great.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it.
It's good to have 2 dads on there. We've got David says he's Kilo Echo 8 Oscar Hotel Golf. He says, congrats and welcome to the hobby. We've got Ron on, and Ron says, upgrade now and enjoy all the band privileges. Then your friends will be excited to donate their DX engineering surplus equipment to you. And Andy says, congrats. And then he's 2 Echo 0 Radio Echo Echo, and Andy is in England. And Keith says, hi, Tim and Liam. Do you have any advice for a 65-year-old newcomer? I'm just considering studying the topic. What kind of advice would you give your dad?
Get a technician's license, like, first. Just get, like, before you even buy radio equipment, just study the questions. They're very easy. Specifically the technician license questions are very easy. Just like watch a course on YouTube, and I'll send you I will send you that course. And just do that. Once you get your license, you can just really dive into it. But it's better to I've heard that it's better to just get your license first, get that out of the way, and then you can, like, screw around, there
you go.
Yeah.
And we have 9 Mike 6 Kilo Oscar Mike is on from Malaysia and says, welcome to the hobby. And our friend Dino, who is down in Virginia, KL0 Sierra, and his wife is Toby, KL0 Sierra, says, welcome aboard, Liam. And let's see, we have November Papa 2 Quebec is on, and he says, hello, Tim. Thanks for the great service of DX Engineering that made my Father's Day order, the FTDX 10 matching speaker, desk mic, and a 50 amp Astron power supply. And he received it on Father's Day. So thank you so much. And I'm glad you enjoy it, Tony. Jeff is on, Whiskey Delta 8 Juliet Mike, and greetings. Also, your dad asks, is there a ham radio for dummies? And you got the book, Liam.
Oh, that's right. I actually don't know where my book is. I feel like I may have left it at the camp one night. But yes, there is.
Well, we'll have to ask Dr. Reichert, because there were a few left over. I got a few spares. So, and also from Greece, it's Sugar Victor 2 Charlie Lima Julia. So He is on as well. And this is one of the great things, and you know this about the hobby, Liam. You never know who you're going to meet, right?
Right. Yep.
And what has been the most exciting thing that you've done so far?
Ooh, that's actually a good question. Well, okay, actually, I did make my first QSO, and it was over FT8. I was actually at KJR's house at his station, and he allowed me to use his radio to make my very first QSO over FT8, and I was very happy with that. And that was like where I realized, okay, now I'm really getting into this. This is something I want to do for like the rest of my life.
That's great. So you saw the magic happen of propagation and communicating via wireless, which is really exciting, and it is very cool. And of course, this weekend for Field Day, you're going to talk to a lot of people. I mean, a whole lot of people, because they figure over 30,000 hams in the United States will take part in Field Day.
Ooh.
Which is incredible, because there's all the clubs, and there's even lots of individuals that will be operating from home. And if band conditions are good, it could be really, really incredible. Let's see, we don't have any other questions at the moment, Liam. So I know you're a busy guy, and I know you did. Did you do 2 camps last week?
Yes, I did 1 camp last week, which is the astronomy camp, and the week before I did the satellite and telecommunications camp.
Okay, you didn't do the Pi camp.
No, I thought about doing that, but I didn't sign up for that one now.
Okay, well, that's great. And we're so excited about you continuing your education at Allegheny College, and we certainly wish you the best. And of course, you're going to have a great time on Field Day, so we'll see you this weekend. Liam, thanks so much for coming on today and sharing your story with us, and we look forward to hearing you on the air, having fun with the best hobby in the world.
Absolutely. All right, thank you so much for having me.
All right, 73 Liam, and 73 to all the viewers out there. We'll see you Thursday for the Manufacturers Showcase. Until then, get on the air, have some fun. 73 from K3LR.